Okay, now in this video let's deal about the time period in history. Now coming back to here, the time period in history, where history is divided into three parts, where the first one would be ancient history, medieval history and modern history. Okay, where history is divided into three parts, where three periods, where first one is ancient history, second one is medieval history and third one is modern history. Now let us write down here, where history divided into three parts. First one is ancient history, medieval history and modern history. Okay. Till here it's okay, like ancient history and medieval history and modern history, it's okay. But guys, like when we are studying history, we might come across few dates like here, where we might come across this type of words like BC, BCE, BC or AD, like let it be, wait. We might come across like 200 BC, 200 BC or 2000 MYA, or 1000 BCE or 27 AD, right? Or we might also hear something like 100 CE. Then what all this means like BC, what is BC, what is MYA, BC, AD, CE? Okay, in this video let's learn about this. Okay, let us discuss briefly about how these terms emerged and what do these mean. Okay, firstly here you have MYA, where MYA means it's not MLA. You are my MLA, my lovely. Okay, it's not MLA, it's MYA. MYA means million years ago, guys. Okay, MYA means million years ago. Now here, coming back to here, where the timeline in history is divided on the basis of the Jesus Christ birth. Okay, where the timeline in history is divided on the birth of our Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ birth we know, but what to do now? Yeah, so here guys, we have got a number line. Like we always have number line in maths, right? Mathematics, it do contains a number line, like number line over here. Now guys, let's imagine our Lord Jesus Christ birth happened somewhere over here. Okay, here our Lord Jesus Christ birth happened. Okay, Jesus. So Jesus Christ, our Lord Jesus Christ is born somewhere over here. Okay, Zio. Now let us mark like 1 over here, 2, let it be 3, let this be 4, and coming back to other side, here you got positive values, here we won't get negative values. Let us write down positive values as well, because it's a history, right? So this is the timeline, so time period, so both will be having the positive values. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now guys, the events that took place after the birth of our Jesus Christ, the events that took place after the birth of our Jesus Christ, so those events comes under AD, means we consider the events that took place after the birth of our Jesus Christ is known as AD, where AD means Anno Domini. Anno Domini. AD, most of the people might get confused, like AD means after death, but it's not after death, guys. It's not after death, it's Anno Domini. AD means Anno Domini. Can you see? AD means Anno Domini. And the events that took place after the birth of before the birth of our Jesus. So this is the event that took place after the birth. Okay, after our Jesus Christ birth, where those events comes under AD, means Anno Domini, and the events that took place before the birth of our Jesus Christ. Okay, before the birth of our Jesus Christ, so those events falls under BC, where BC mean before Christ. Before Christ. Okay, BC means before Christ, AD means Anno Domini. Now let us consider somewhat, guys, here a famous battle. Okay, a famous battle took place. A famous battle took place before the birth of our Jesus Christ. Okay, before the birth of 10 years before the birth of our Jesus Christ. Somewhere over here, the famous battle took place. Let's assume like that. Okay, a famous battle took place 10 years before the birth of our Jesus Christ. Then we would call it as 10 BC. Okay, we would call it as 10 BC, before the famous battle took place, 10 years before the birth of our Jesus Christ, that I am considering, or I am saying this as 10 BC. Okay, or a famous, something like a famous event took place after the birth of 5 years after the birth of Jesus Christ, somewhere over here. Then what would I say? 5 AD. 5 AD. Okay, or in history you also have Roman Empire, right? Early Roman Empire and later empire, the next empire. So where we consider 3rd century. Okay, so this will be the century. We will be coming back to that. So here you have 3rd century. So the events that took place before, like here, somewhere over here, where this will be where 1 to 3. Okay, so here something like 0 to 3. This will be the early Roman Empire period, right? Early Roman Empire period, and after this will become the after Roman Empire period. But early Roman Empire period means 3rd century. Okay, before 3rd century this will be the Roman Empire, and after that it would be early Roman Empire, and after that it would be like normal later Roman Empire period, something like that. Okay, now coming back to it. Okay, let us read this Roman Empire. Now here, have you wondered while at present, okay guys, in which year we are living in? At present, in which year we are living in? We are living in 2023, right? We are living in 2023. And if someone asks like, oh Laksha, what is in which century we are living? Okay, if someone asks me like, Laksha, which century in which century we are living in, and I would say like 21st century, right? Should I say 20th century? Yeah, no, it's 21st century. Now what I would say 21st century we are living in. Or if I go to 1947, in which century we got freedom? Yeah, we would say 20th century. Okay, where 1947 is referred as 20th century. 2023 is referred as 21st century. Or if we go like 1856, we call this as 19th century. Now guys, what is this like here, as we are going like if I talk about 21st century means 2106, then it would be what, 22nd century. As if you are like the years are increasing, then we are going for the next succeeding number, right? Here you have 20, here you are talking about 21, here you have 19, you are talking about 20, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22. Means we are going for the next number, succeeding number. This is of the centuries, guys. So why we are taking the succeeding number, why we are taking the next number, means here, let me extend this somewhat like 5 over 6, 7, let it be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere over here 10, 11, 12, here 15, okay, 16, and okay, let it be like 16 or 17, here 18, okay, here 19, 20, 21, is this clear? 20, 21. So here we got like 18, 19, 20, 21. So somewhat like all the numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all those numbers size over here. Okay, imagine it. Now, the day before the day before the Jesus Christ was born, we consider that as 1st century. Okay, the day before the Jesus Christ was born, we consider that as 1st century. I mean here, where 0 to 1, we consider this as 1st century, guys. Okay, we consider this as 1st century. 0 to 1 we consider this as 1st century. 1 to 2 will be the 2nd century. 2 to 3 will be the 3rd century. Are you getting it? Where 3 to 4 will be the 4th century. 4 to 5 will be the 5th century. 5 to 6, that's 6 over here. 5 to 6 will be the 6th century. 6 to 7 will be the 7th century. 7 to 8 will be the 8th century. 8 to 9 will be the 9th century. Are you getting it? So here we will be taking the next number as here, where 1 to 2 means we have taken 2nd century, right? So as this goes on, where 16 to 17 will be the 17th century, where 15 to 16 will be the 16th century, 16 to 17 will be the 17th century, 17 to 18, coming back to here, where 17 to 18 will be the 18th century, 18 to 19 will be the 19th century, 19 to 20 will be the 20th century. Okay, 19 to 20 will be the 20th century. 20th century, and 20 to 21 will be the 21st century. Somewhere here we are living where 2023. Are you getting it? So somewhere we are here we are living, we're 2023. So we're 20 to 21, we consider that as 21st century. 21st century. Okay. 21st, I got a doctor rating, let it be. But 21st century. So this is guys, we go for century. Clear? Hope you got it. Thank you.